Hi everyone, my name's Sally. Welcome to my channel, So Sally. I've made too good this week, so I haven't got a lot to report, but I do have a couple of things to show you. The last thing on my vlog before was the ragdoll kit, and I've actually finished her. Here she is in all her glory. I'm very pleased with how she's turned out, particularly the face. I was quite worried about the face, but I've got to say it took me as long to do that as the rest of her, but I'm pleased. Beautiful little dress, lace trim on the pocket, removable underskirt, removable pantaloons, lovely hair. The clip's not in very well, sorry, but yeah, I'm really pleased with her. Granddaughter's going to love her, but of course now I've got to do one for my little grandson, who is policeman crazy. So I'm thinking of doing the same basic doll, but instead of a dress, I'm going to use that as the rear of a jacket and that as a jacket with the opening, and craft it into a little policeman's uniform. Very pleased with her though. Her hair was intriguing to do, I've got to say. You construct the fringe and stitch over with a long length at the back onto what said paper. I used foundation piecing paper, Carol Doak brand, absolutely faultless. And then you take a long length of wool, both sides being equal, and stitch across the middle. The fringe and the back are stitched on first, and then you put her centre parting, and those are the sides. I'm pleased with her. I am pleased. First time I've ever done a dolly, won't be my last. The second thing is, as I say, I haven't done a lot this week because I haven't been very well. But I did, as usual, have a little bit of a vintage, and I found a lovely seller, so helpful. And I purchased Sarah Payne's Quilt School book. I don't think it's ever been opened, but that's in the bedroom, I'm afraid. But I also got these two, and they are Debbie Shaw Build-A-Bag books. I've never used them, but I've heard very good things, because you have all the templates, but you can decide how the templates are going to put together. And it's called Build-A-Bag because you decide using different templates for different parts of the bag. Similarly, there's one here called Backpacks. I used to love backpack, but I'm not so keen anymore. So I shall use that and adapt the different templates to make different bags. Got all those 3 books. She threw in a free pattern as well. Look at that. I like the look of that. So that's another one. I haven't done any more buying on Vinted because I really need to rein it in. As you can see, there's a lot going on. Still going to do this yummy fabric that I got off Vinted, and I'm going to turn it into one of these, the Mayfair, Nina Lee Mayfair. That one was actually sewn for a challenge set by the Northern Soul Sisters, and they had 3 different colours of the same design fabric, of which I chose that one. And what you need to do is sew it up into what was probably your favourite pattern, so it's got to be the Mayfair for me. Yeah, it's a lovely dress. I've done it long sleeved, I've done it maxi. Might do a maxi with this one, might do a maxi. But if you haven't tried it, it's a beautiful pattern. The collar is a burrito, and it is so neat, really is neat. So that's that. But I'd like a bit of advice, please, friends in my phone. Do you see that jumper dress hanging up there which I bought from Tesco in sale. It's way too long on me. And I have seen hacks where people have literally chopped off a length off the bottom, turned the top into a jumper, and then even got the bottom into a skirt. Anybody got any tips? Because it's too long, but not in a good way. And I'd like to do something with it. I don't like the fact it's hanging in my wardrobe and I'm doing nothing with it. So if anyone's got any tips, I'd really appreciate those. Sorry, it's a quick one. I am modelling a handmade snood. I do love a snood, and this is brown velvet that I've got left over with stretch. I call them snoods. They're known as infinity scarves, but with my fibro, when it's playing up, my collarbones, ooh. So these are ideal. They just add that little bit more insulation and they look quite nice. I do love these. So I'm afraid that's it for this week. It's short and sweet. Thank you for watching, and if anyone has any tips about that woolen, or should I say knitted dress, I'd be most grateful. And I'll speak to you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.